Hi there, welcome to Pins and Patience. My name is Jeremy. I'm currently working on the shoulder point piece J from the Star Trek Nemesis or DS9 formal dress uniform. I'm going to be showing you a few things about what I've done for best practices. I'm going to point these out. I've got the pattern here for the shoulder point J, and I've got the piece of cloth here that I'm using, and this is some blue chalk tracing paper. I know that on the pattern, people have said that I should maybe use an X-Acto knife and cut lines down there so that I could simply just use some kind of erasable marking pen. I chose to use the chalk and the liner so that I could follow the lines on the pattern perfectly, or as perfect as what I can. I hope you enjoy. I've got my three pieces here. I've already done one piece, and using the chalk line, somehow I managed to miss one of these, one of the lines. I took my trusty ruler, measured the 2 centimeters, and there we go. So that is 2 centimeters, that is 2 centimeters, and that's exactly what it calls for here on the pattern. There we are, all done, marked as accordingly from the pattern itself. I'm just going to do a double check here to see if my markings here are 2 centimeters. I'm going to be honest, my markings are actually 1.95 millimeters. Well, if you can accept 1.95 millimeters, then or if you can't, you're a better tailor and or seamstress than I. Okay, there you have it. That's shoulder point J. Pins and Patience. My name is Jeremy. Bye for now. I'm carrying on with the shoulder point piece J of the Star Trek DS9/Insurrection formal dress uniform. Working on this shoulder point, I marked it out. I'm now going to cut out the batting that's supposed to go in between the sandwich of the two pieces. It's recommended in the instructions that you cut your batting back by 3/4 of an inch as well. I'm going to attempt that, but I'll do that off camera. I'm going to try to really trim this out a little bit, and then I'll show you how it turned out in the end. Then we'll do some pinning. I took some time to do some trimming both around the rounded edge as well on the 2 points. I think I've got enough taken off that I'll be able to sandwich it all together and then get a proper seam allowance. I'm going to do some seam allowance marking and then follow up with some pinning. There we are, the seam allowance marked at 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna sandwich and do some pinning. There we are, it's all pinned up. I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine and we are going to run some stitches through it and see how those turn around. I've got it all pinned up, as you can see. I'm debating on how I'm going to attack this, and I think the best thing for me to do is a zigzag stitch all along the edges, and then that way I've got something to keep the batting on the inside. It's going to take a little bit of time just because I've got so many pins in there, but my channel wouldn't be called Pins and Patience without them. There we are. We've got the zigzag stitch going all the way around the edges here, just so I could get some working space here. I think that was the right idea. I'm now going to go through and I'm going to just work out some of the batting on the inside here, get that spread around a little bit so it does fill in properly, and then I'm going to run the stitches right down the lines, and hopefully things will work out for me. I hope you can get a clear line here, that I was able to get a very straight line going all the way down that chalk mark. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and I don't think I'll use anything other than AccuFeed foot ever again for anything else. All done for now. I think I've done a fairly good job with following the line marks on all sides. As this is only a practice mock-up, I think I'm doing pretty good. The next part that I'm going to be working on is I'm going to have to take an overcast stitch or an overcast foot, because I don't own a serger, so that way I can seal off this edge all the way around. Thanks very much for joining me here at Pins and Patience. I hope to see you again. Bye for now.